Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing a how to build for the green Camila. So I recently pulled her in the King and Deanne banner and I thought I'd just do a how to build on her because she is the best unknown support in the game. Unfortunately there is a catch to her being the best unknown support in the game. It does require you to own her relic, which is a rat relic, so it's a pretty big pain to get. We'll have a look at her stats. Her substats are pretty horrendous. She's a very old character. The only stat she really does excel in is lifesteal. Don't know why, it's just the one stat she really excels in. Apart from that, the rest of the stats are pretty bad. Better than the Nashi's, but definitely not as good as what they could be. I doubt she'll ever get an LR because she's too good of a support. Nanashi might get an LR. You never really know these days. Really, anyone can get an LR at this point. Her skills, we have a deplete old gauge being a 1-1-3, not a 1-2-3, so this is the old old gauge removal skill, which is fine. You're not really going to be using her for old gauge removal. She's more used as a... Oh no, she's more of a support character. She's in the back, and she comes to the front. It's either going to be a close match or you've lost. Her other skill is a spike skill, which she's not critting, with a whopping 77% crit chance. She may crit the odd character, but she is not critting basically at all. It's an AoE skill. It is spike. It would made more sense to me like pierce rate or something, just so it actually do a little bit more damage. And she has a transformation ultimate, which if we transform, stats don't change, but she gets a deplete old gauge skill that also deletes a skill as well. And then she gets a server AoE this time, and her ultimate is just a raw damage ultimate. Her passive, when transformed, it's just she removes all debuffs off herself and grants debuff immunity to allies for 2 turns. Right, doesn't change. Boom, back to normal Camila form. So her passive, this is the reason why she is one of the most broken, I would say actually the most broken unknown character in the game, is that she works with unknown race but also the catastrophes as well. So increase basic basic stats of applicable allies by 15%. And at the start of the allies' turn, increase max HP, crit resistance, and crit defense of applicable allies with 4 or less orbs in their old gauge by 25%, and grants guard for 1 turn. So once again, applicable allies are unknown race and 7 catastrophes, and guard removes 1 orb from the attacker's ultimate move gauge when attacked. So it is the normal it's the normal grey buff you see when an enemy has Nanashi, and it's got a little buff, and when they attack it they lose old gauge. Camila has that, but she can apply it to everyone, and the only gimmick is they can't have more than 4 old gauge. That is it, which is pretty decent. It means turn 1 you've got it. Also the HP boost of 25% and crit resistance and crit defense is pretty huge. 25% is a significant amount, especially HP based. If there's any HP based DPSs, or I don't think there are any unknown HP based DPSs, but the crit resistance and the crit defense can actually save you, because quite useful stats. The only unfortunate thing is that her relic is locked to unknowns, so her relic, which is the actual most important bit of her kit for this green Camila, is increased attack and pierce rate of unknown allies with 4 old gauge or less by 20%. Also decrease attack related stats of enemies who use skills during the enemy's turn by 5% for 1 turn. So this can stack up to, once again, as many times as they use skills. So if you're versing somehow content where they can use 4 skills, you can lower the attack related stats by 25%. Generally, she's a really good character. She works in the back. She's one of those characters that I've wanted for a very long time, because she is sort of the next level above Nanashi. My 1/6 Camila here has more CC than my Nanashi, who was 6/6, which is, you can sort of immediately see there's a big difference. Gear-wise, HP defense, she's a support character. You don't really want to be using her anything else. If you are, that's a problem. HP defense is where she wants to go, because she's either, a support being on an on-field where it's like a 4v4 situation, so she wants to tank, or she's in the back and you're mainly going to be using her for CC. So once again, you want more CC, as much CC as possible, so you're going to want HP defense, which is the best set for CC in the game. Outfits wise, a lot of these outfits we've been given for free, so blue Camila, green Camila SSR, red Camila SSR, a bunch of free weapons, and headgears as well. And a relic as well, which looks pretty cool, and it's actually got really good substats. I think her relic is more of a newer one, it's not really old, but her relic is really good and really useful. Mine's currently not upgraded to Deer. Will upgrade it to Deer? Probably. I just need to find the will in me to actually do Deer, because Deer is extremely painful, and I wouldn't recommend it unless you really want to put yourself through a little bit of pain. But anyway, that's really it. It's a very short how to build. She's a stat booster. She's nothing really too complicated. She just wants HP defense, she works well with unknowns, she's a replacement to Nanashi and one of the best unknown supports in the game, if not even the best unknown support in the game. And most people, if they do have Green Camila and they have Green Camila's relic, are going to pick Green Camila over Nanashi, because Green Camila has more CC than Nanashi, but also she provides that guarantee buff if they have 4 or less ult gauge, which is useful for the fact that you don't immediately, you know, get nuked because you got the HP boost, you got the crit resistance, crit defense boost, which is actually pretty vital sometimes, and also the ult gauge removal as well, which is good if you're versing teams that are sort of ult rushed based. Still going to struggle though, but generally it's a really broken character, and if you have her, I highly recommend investing in her. Of course, if you can't get her relic, it's still worth leveling her up because her passive is still decent, of course, and then when you can get her relic, get her relic. But anyway, thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.